I bought the M2 Macbook Air when it first released, but 2 days later I decided to return it for a couple of reasons. In this video, I will tell you a couple of deal breakers on why I decided to return the 2022 M2 Macbook Air and why I'm waiting for the next year's MacBook Pro to come out. So the fact that the 2022 MacBook Air does not have support for dual monitors is the biggest deal breaker for me. I've been using dual monitors for all of my setups for at least the past 5 years. And for me, it's something that's kind of unnegotiable. As my day-to-day as a software engineer, I have one screen where I look at code, another screen where I look at the browser. I am so used to the setup now, and I feel like I'm so much more productive. That being said, there are several options in the market today that allow you to have dual monitor support through external dongles. There are many options through Amazon, and to be quite frank, they are quite inexpensive, ranging from $20 to $40. Another option is this Hybrid Drive dual 4K HDMI adapter. Unlike the other dongles on Amazon, this dongle literally has one job, which is to provide dual monitor support. It is definitely a lot more expensive and has more of a high quality look, but for the price of $129.99, that's pretty much enough money to already upgrade to a MacBook Pro. Another reason why I decided to return the M2 MacBook Air was because there was a whole fiasco going on Reddit and other MacBook testing sites that there are some throttling issues using really intense processes. Even though I didn't experience any of these issues during the 2 days I had the MacBook Air, it was quite concerning if I eventually wanted to, somehow up the production of this YouTube channel to be exporting 4K or even 8K in the future. I knew that I would probably never run into this problem, but at the same time, when I do buy a new MacBook or a new personal laptop, I plan to have it for at least 5 to 7 years. I'm not sure what YouTube or other platforms will be using 5 to 7 years from now. Maybe 8K is the new standard, who knows? But anyhow, I was just concerned that there's no fan, and it was just something that I knew was going to be in the back of my mind. That being said, to play as devil advocate, there were some Reddit posts saying that these throttling issues were way overblown than they actually are. And again, during my 2 days of using it, I experienced zero issues whatsoever with throttling, but who knows? I can't determine the future, so I decided to play it safe. Another reason why I decided to return my 2022 MacBook Air was because of the cost-benefit analysis. Apparently, even though I missed some of these sales, the M1 was actually going for a record low of $750. I know that Costco as well as Best Buy had these prices, and although the base M1 Pro is back to its normal price, I do expect some really big sales during Thanksgiving and the holiday season for specifically the M1 Pro, because of the fact it is slowly getting phased out and Apple needs to make more production room for the M2 Pro. And the fact that there's not a huge significant jump between the M1 processing power and the M2 processing power is the reason why I believe some people should just go with the M1, a cheaper option, because it will fulfill most of their need. Most people aren't editing crazy videos, they aren't mixing on their laptop, they're just using their laptop to go on the internet, to listen to Spotify, and just do the average day-to-day things. If you're a normal person, the M1 will suffice 100%, and that's why it's hard to justify paying the M2 prices. So that is the reason why I returned the M2 MacBook Air after 2 days. It was honestly a great laptop during the time I used it, but it's just not for me because it does have a couple deal breakers. Let me know what you think about this video. Please drop a thumbs up if you went this far. Thanks so much. Have a good one.